What is going on, y'all? I'm back here. Haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I would just do that right now since I am actually waiting on my car. Got my car in the shop right now here. My Caprice is actually getting some new mufflers on it. So, well, not new, but fairly new. They were given to me by a good buddy of mine who got a whole new exhaust system on his Grand National. And his Grand National, he barely drives, so his they probably have less than 1,000 miles on them. So I actually was in need of new mufflers because I have some 40 series knockoff China mufflers that were some fake Floor Masters. They actually sounded decent, but they're starting to kind of show their age now, only after like 1.5 years of use. And after I took it to the dyno and we like railed on the car, I think they're kind of starting to fall apart. So I'm starting to get some rattling in them, and so I'm in need of some mufflers. And I was actually about to buy some, and he was like, "Yo, I got these mufflers. Let me just give them to you." So they're actually some Hooker Aerospace brand. They sounded really good on his car, so I'm curious to kind of to see what they're gonna sound on a V8 motor. Just doing that right now. The Caprice is running great. There's some things I'm got to get done to it this week to get it ready for a car show this week, and then I'm doing a cruise and a car show this weekend for Memorial Weekend. As you guys know, I added cutouts on the car, but they're covered by a plate, and you have to manually take them on and off. So I bought some electric motor cutout so I can just open them with actually a wireless key. I got it off Amazon for like $130 or something like that. So it's not your high-end one, but I have a lower end one on my or a knockoff brand or something on my Regal, and it's done pretty well. So I decided to go with this model too, and I've known a couple people that have had it. It's called Evil Energy, I think, and they've seemed to work well for them. So I thought, why not? 130 bucks, it's worth it. So whatever. So I'm putting those on this weekend. I actually have a stereo system that's been sitting in my garage that I took out of my Buick Skylark that I had a long time ago. My garage isn't very big, and I have this big speaker box and amp and all that that's just kind of just taking space in my garage, and I'm always walking around it. So I thought that I might as well just throw it in my Caprice since I have a huge ass trunk. So I might as well just throw it in there and get it out the way. And that way I have some tunes. So I kind of miss having some tunes. I do enjoy the space in my trunk, but I do miss rolling on a nice sunny day with the windows down and having the stereo, blasting and bumping some old school 80s, 90s hip hop, So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in there. I bought an amp kit, install kit on Amazon or eBay for like 40 bucks. So I'm gonna install that this weekend. I'm also going to install, I bought a catch can and a valve cover breather for my Caprice as well, and I'm going to install that too to kind of help the engine breathe a little better, and especially with the supercharger when I go into boost, hopefully that'll help out as well. So there's some things I'm going to get done this week. What else is going on? My Buick Regal T is down. It still drives and everything, but I found out that I have a TCC solenoid in the transmission that has gone bad. When I'm on the freeway and I'm starting to decelerate coming off the freeway at freeway speeds, it acts like it doesn't want to shift down. And what I found out from asking a bunch of people and diagnosis and things like that is the TCC solenoid is sticking. So it's not allowing the car or the converter to come out of lockup, I think. I don't really know a whole lot about how it works, but supposedly that solenoid is supposed to help control the lockup of the stall on the converter and all that. So to my understanding, I could be totally wrong, but anyways, the part was like 20 bucks. I ordered it, or I actually bought it from O'Reilly's. It's actually a fairly simple install from what I've seen. So I since I was going to take off the pan, because I got to take off the pan to do that, I'm going to change the filter as well, and buy a new gasket and all that for it. So I got to attack that this weekend, and I think I have an oil leak coming from my oil pan on the Regal as well. So while I'm down there, I'm just going to do that too, and it's either coming from my oil pan or my rear main seal, and I really hope it's not coming from my oil pan. The reason why I think it's coming from my oil pan is because it's coming from the front of the engine. And if you know anything about turbo Regals, there is a crossover pipe that runs from the driver's side header all the way over to the down pipe, and you can't really see the front of the oil pan. And everything else is dry around the other parts of the oil pan, so the oil has to be coming from there. So since I can't really see it because the crossover pipe is blocking it, it's either coming from the front or from the rear main, and the crossover pipe also is right under where the rear main seal would be leaking from. And how I know it's coming from there is because after it's been sitting for a while and I start it, you can see the oil burning off of the crossover pipe. So it's either coming from the front portion of the pan or the rear main while it's sitting. I don't know. I guess we'll see, y'all. I'm kind of thrown for a loop for it right now. I'm hoping it's not the rear main, but we will see by changing the gasket. That's going to be your easiest fix right now, or at least my easiest fix right now, and then kind of diagnose it from there. So anyways, y'all, sorry about the long explanation with that, but that's what's going on. I got to get that back on the road, and I got this big show this weekend. So all right, hope everybody's doing well. That's all I'm doing with my life right now, just waiting on my car. I'll take a video of it to see, so you guys can see what it sounds like now, and we'll go from there. So all right, enjoy this beautiful Monday, and we'll holla at y'all later. Peace out.